So, guess it is a challenge to practice Krishna consciousness among, you know, people you are staying with who are not Krishna conscious. They will definitely create a lot of obstacles, that's for sure. But, this is not uncommon, as you can see. In the life of Prahlad Maharaj, he was also put into a lot of obstacle by his demonic father. So like that, many devotees face uphill tasks. So what to do? So I guess you have to try to chant basically and try to follow the principles. And if you persist, then usually they will let you go. Initially, yeah, there will be challenges, no doubt about that. But if you show your determination, then Krishna also will help you overcome all these obstacles. It's all depends on your determination, your enthusiasm, and your patience. Just like Prahlad, he was killed. I mean, his father wanted to kill him. How much more obstacle is that than anything else? So you see, this is natural. Because as Prabhupada also said, Maya will try to put so many obstacles in such a way that we do not go and disturb Krishna. So Krishna consciousness is in one sense, Maya is trying to purify us, to make us more determined. That's natural. Every devotee go through that. It's not so smooth sailing for anyone, because that is how material world is all about. And Maya also has got two purposes. One purpose is to keep us covered. Another purpose is to put us in illusion. That's the nature of Maya. So we need to overcome this. And that means we have to cry for Krishna, surrender. And by, because of your determination, the other party will also give up their so-called, oppressive nature. So that is the test. And anyway, if you just take up chanting and doing this, Krishna will also give you the strength. Krishna said in the Bhagavad Gita, no? Kauntaya pratijane ma bhakta pranashate. So my devotee declared boldly that my devotee will never perish. So that's how we should become, confident. Obstacles are there, but Krishna will give us strength to overcome them also. Yes. But if you retaliate and fight back and all, then it's going to be a big problem. Physical, then you should, physical means they should not do that, no? You can tolerate so much, but if they are becoming abusive, then you have to some or other, I don't know, your legal system. Where are you from? This Mataji is talking from India? Hello? Oh, from India, Delhi. Oh. So I don't know your Indian system, because mostly a child can go and seek police protection if someone is abusive, Even it means parents, you see. So they will probably talk to the parent, try to advise them not to do this. So that you can resort to that. Legal action, I don't know, it is going to be very costly affair in India to go and lawyer. Parents are divorced. So who she is staying with? The mother, father, or what? And mother is looking after. Oh. So try to get a devotee to talk to the mother if possible. If you can get your mother to talk to a devotee, and of course the devotee should be a little bit experienced, and that way you can, that person may explain that to your mother. Huh? That is another solution. Get someone to talk to her. Who is this person? What's her name? Where? Hello? We have many devotees in Delhi. My audio is low. I don't know how we make it. Huh?
Yeah. Mic settings. So for me, it's fine.
Yeah, let me see my screen. Microphone, okay. Can you hear
Yes,
me now?
quite loud, Prabhu. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu.
Can you hear me now?
Now okay, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, so set it up. Things should be going good now. So you connect her to our devotees there. There are many devotees in Delhi, huh? That your mother can go, or you can bring them to your house, and that way, you can help also. Yes. Hello.
Yes, Prabhu.
So she has to some or other, talk to the mother. Mother, maybe she's abusive because she doesn't know what you're getting into. Naturally, they will be frightened if you don't eat and you don't want to eat the food and you started doing some kind of chanting, because many things that the devotees do is very strange to the non-devotees. And especially the mother, they don't know what you're getting into. If someone can alleviate her fears and concern, that will be then better, no? Right? Someone can preach to her. If she is willing to listen, there'll be a good way of reconciling. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. What should we do about problem with overeating junk and not eat prasadam? I guess you must try to become determined not to eat food not offered to Krishna. Because if you eat food not offered to Krishna, then your mind will be disturbed. And when the mind is disturbed, then you cannot chant Hare Krishna properly. Your chanting will also be taking a downslide, and that's will not be giving you enthusiasm. And slowly you will fall back. So this food thing is very important. It's the most important thing because the mind will get polluted by eating contaminated foods. So you should be very cautious about that. Of course, prasadam you can take unlimitedly, but anything that is not prasadam, then it should be avoided. It should be treated like poison. So that way you become determined. But if you're going to eat anything and everything, then spiritual life is impossible. You cannot maintain yourself spiritually. That is the words of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He himself said, if you eat contaminated food, then you cannot remember Krishna. Yes? Oh,
Yes.
oh. That's why we have to be very careful what you eat, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
fact, anyone who comes to our movement, this is the first thing we tell. When one eats food offered by a materialistic man, one's mind becomes contaminated. When one's mind is contaminated, one is unable to think of Krishna properly. You see that? And if we cannot think of Krishna properly, then what's the use of life, no? Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur suggests that people who are materialistically inclined and Sahajiyas or so-called Vaishnava who take everything very casually are both Vishayis or materialists. Eating food offered by them causes contamination. And as a result of such contamination, even a serious devotee becomes like a materialistic man. There are 6 kinds of association: giving charity, accepting food, offering food, talking confidentially, and inquiring confidentially. One should very carefully avoid associating with both the Sahajyas, who are sometimes known as Vaishnavas, and the non-Vaishnavas or Avaishnavas. Their association changes the transcendental devotional service of Lord Krishna into sense gratification. And when sense gratification enters the mind of devotee, he is contaminated. A materialistic person who aspires after sense gratification cannot properly think of Krishna. Yes? When one accepts an invitation from a person contaminated by material modes of passion, the person who offers the food and the person who accepts it are both mentally contaminated. So eating junk food is cooked by non-devotees? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that there are 3 varieties of invitation: those in the mode of goodness, those in passion, and those in ignorance. An invitation accepted from a pure devotee is in the mode of goodness. An invitation accepted from a person who is pious but materially attached is the mode of passion. An invitation accepted from a person who is materially very sinful is the mode of ignorance. So generally we do not eat anything which is not offered by a Vaishnav or cooked by Vaishnav or offered to Krishna. That is our golden rule. If we try to supersede this, then spiritually we cannot make any advancement. So we have to think carefully whether we want to go forward spiritually or we want to gratify the tongue. Yes, and the tongue is the most difficult thing to control.
Yes, Prabhu.
Of all the sense organs, the tongue is the most difficult, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. And if you can control everything except the tongue, then you also cannot, Yeah. By fasting, learned men quickly bring all of their senses except the tongue under control. Because by abstaining from eating, such men are afflicted with an increased desire to gratify the sense of taste. Huh? Although one may conquer all the other senses, as long as the tongue is not conquered, it cannot be said that one has controlled his senses. However, if one is able to control the tongue, then one is understood to be in full control of all the senses. See, that's why to control the tongue, there's a method prescribed. How to control the tongue. Controlling the tongue means we have to do two things with the tongue. We have to take Krishna Prasadam and we have to chant Hare Krishna. And that way our tongue will be under control. There is no other method to control the tongue. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
You can try anything else, but if you don't invoke the mercy of the Lord, then the tongue will always be a formidable enemy. You know, that's why this golden rule of only eating prasadam. Then yes, we can sail through. Otherwise, it's going to be tough, no? It says here in this verse, you can see, so here in this verse, therefore, material sense cannot appreciate Krishna's holy name, form, qualities, and pastime. When a condition is awakened to Krishna consciousness, the renders service by using his tongue. Is this here? Using his tongue to chant the Lord's holy name and taste the remnants of the Lord's food, prasadam, the tongue is purified. And one gradually comes to understand who Krishna really is. So see, this is the method of trying to control the tongue. So if you are eating this junk food and all that, then you should try to chant. By chanting, you will develop a distaste for this junk food and all that, you know. This is the method described. If you try anything else, it will not work. Hello? Yes?
Yes.
Who is this who asked this question? Some Hindi name is there.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Controlling the tongue is hardest. Can fermented food be given to Krishna? What is this fermented food?
Like yogurt or like achar.
Yogurt, yes, we can give. Krishna likes to eat yogurt and butter. What else?
Pickle.
Pickles, yeah. Idli, dosa, no problem.
Like
South Indians will die if you don't have idli and dosa. What else? Mostly all foods can be offered to Krishna. So of course, whatever you are doubtful, you can always inquire from the devotees and they'll guide you along. I don't think there's any prohibition on that. But the thing is that you just should offer to Krishna. Why you should offer to Krishna? Very important point. Although we have repeated that this is millions of times, I still am going to speak to you because after watching the Kerala files, it's a real important thing to repeat this message a million times. I think, right? Many people may not be aware.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yagya sistasino santo mutyante sarvakil visahi Bhunjate te tvagaham papa ye pachante atma karanad. Devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sin because they eat food which is offered first for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment verily eat only sin. This is why we must take only prasadam, because anything else we take, it becomes sin. And sinful life will lead you to a hellish destination, more suffering. So a little enjoyment, the tongue, but more suffering, is that intelligence? Huh? Hello? Is that good intelligence?
No.
No, Prabhu.
No, sir.
It's foolishness, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Krishna never say you don't eat. Krishna say you eat, but you offer to me first. He also said here again the same thing. He said, Yat karosi yat asnasi. This word asnasi means whatever you eat, See? Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, and whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering to me. Again, he stressed the same point. You understand? And if you say, no, I cannot offer nothing, I am so poor. He said, even you are the poorest, you can at least find one leaf or something. Huh? If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, flower, fruit, water, I will accept with love. So the condition of offering is, anybody can do this. You follow? So in fact, Krishna asks, if you are a devotee, he asks that you offer opulent food. Because sometimes they challenge us and say, where did Krishna say you can offer? You just say only leaf, fruit, water. You didn't say anything else. Huh? You understand? So Krishna has also, requested that we offer opulent food to him. Yes? Can see here.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Then not that you only give him one leaf and some water, no? Huh?
Hmm.
Huh? It
Right.
says, you can see here. Within his means, the devotee should arrange to offer me sugar candy, sweet rice, ghee, saskuli, rice flour cakes, apupa, various sweet cakes, modaka, steamed rice flour dumpling filled with sweet coconut and sugar, samyava, wheat cakes made with ghee and milk and covered with sugar and spices, yogurt. Just now somebody asked about yogurt. You see here? Hello? Yogurt, huh?
Yes,
Vegetable
Prabhuji.
soup and other palatable foods. You understand? So according
Wow.
to our means, we should offer. Then not only that, the worshipper should faithfully present me with water for washing my feet and mouth, fragrant oil, flowers, unbroken grains, along with incense, lamps, and other offerings. So all these things that we are doing in the temple is according to the instruction of Krishna. So all these things that you offer to Krishna, what is the result? The result is that Krishna becomes very pleased, Huh? How pleased he becomes? I'll show you here. You see, This is talking to Sudama, the Brahmana. The Supreme Lord say, "O Brahmana, what gift have you brought me from home? I regard as great even the smallest gift offered by my devotee in love. But even great offering presented by non-devotees do not please me." In this regard, the Lord was not pleased with the offering of Duryodhana. He was offering the Lord in golden plate and all the opulent food. The Lord did not eat in Duryodhana's house. He went on the contrary to the house of Vidura and he was eating very simple food with him. This is there in the Mahabharata. So you see how the Lord, and by giving a small little flat rice, Sudama conquered. It's the same words, that Patram Pushpam, the same here. Sukadeva Goswami continued, even after being addressed in this way, O king, the Brahmana felt too embarrassed to offer his palmfuls of flat rice to the husband of the goddess of fortune. He simply kept his head bowed in shame. Being the direct witness in the heart of all living beings, Lord Krishna fully understood why Sudama had come to see him. Thus he thought, in the past, my friend has never worshipped me out of a desire for material opulence, but now he comes to me to satisfy his chaste and devoted wife. I'll give him riches that even the immortal demigods cannot obtain. So by offering this palmful of flat rice, you see how he won the heart of the Lord. So when you are offering, anything to the Lord, it is not going in vain, because the Lord sees your devotion and your love for Him, that He accepts. Thinking like this, the Lord snatched from the Brahmana's garment the grains of flat rice, tied up in an old piece of cloth, and exclaimed, "What is this? My friend, you have brought me this for me. It gives me extreme pleasure. Indeed, these few grains of flat rice will satisfy not only me, but also the entire universe." See, anything that pleases Krishna pleases the whole world. It's like watering the root of the plant or putting food in the stomach. Then the whole body is now nourished. Of course, you know the famous story where Duryodhana sent Durvasha to Draupadi to Yudhishthira to get food. Especially when Draupadi has eaten, then the Akshaya Patra got no more food coming out. And then some or other in that dilemma, Krishna came and he took a little rice, I think, of leaves sticking to the pot. And Durvasha Muni all became fully satisfied. They went away, not coming to Yudhishthira for food anymore. See, not only the whole world is satisfied, Krishna also rewarded. By saying this, the Supreme Lord had one palmful and was about to eat a second when the devoted goddess Rukmini took hold of his hands. Queen Rukmini took hold of Krishna's hand to prevent him from eating any more of that flat rice. According to Sripad Sridhar Swami, with this gesture she meant to tell the Lord, "This much of your grace is sufficient to assure anyone vast riches, which are merely the play of my glance. But please do not force me to surrender myself to this Brahmana, as will happen if you eat one more palmful." Okay? Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti explained that by taking hold of Lord's hand, Rukmini implied, if you eat all of this wonderful treat your friend brought from his house, what will I have left for my friends, co-wives, servants, and myself? There will not be enough left to distribute even one grain to each of us. And to a maidservant companion, she said by a gesture, this hard rice will upset my Lord's tender stomach. Srila Prabhupada commands that when food is offered to Lord Krishna with love and devotion, he is pleased and accepts it from the devotee. Rukmini Devi, the goddess of fortune, becomes so greatly obliged to devotee that she has to personally go to the devotee's home to turn it into the most opulent home in the world. If one feeds Narayana sumptuously, the devotee, the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, automatically becomes a guest in one house, which means that one's home becomes opulent. So everybody is searching after wealth. So this is the best way to gather wealth. The Lakshmi will stay with you if you just offer this food to Krishna. You get purified, you get free from contamination, and same time you get Lakshmi staying with you. So why would not anyone take prasadam? Otherwise it's difficult to control this uncontrollable mind. Impossible. The source of all our miseries. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Anybody
Yes,
got
Prabhu.
any other technique you can tell me? Can buy
No,
lottery tickets. Go buy lottery tickets, huh? How? This is a simple method. Cook nicely and offer to Krishna. What's so difficult in doing that? Yes?
yes, Prabhu.
This secret nobody knows. So foolish they are. How do we know that Krishna has accepted the food offered? How do we know? Check your bank balance. Ah, how do you know Krishna is accepted? You can see if you can remember Krishna more, if you can improve in your spiritual life, then you know Krishna is pleased. Yes?
Mm,
When you get devotion, when you get realization, and when you can become free from sinful life, that means you know Krishna has taken the food, prasadam. You
mm.
understand? Yeah. Prasade sarva dukanam hanir asyo pajayate prasna setusoya su buddhi pari paryavartistate. For one thus satisfied in Krishna consciousness, the threefold miseries of material existence exist no longer. In such satisfied consciousness, one's intelligence is soon well established. Okay? If you take Krishna Prasadam, you don't get Maya coming to disturb you, and then you become very satisfied and you also gain spiritual intelligence. These are all the symptoms. You understand?
Yes.
So this is a science. Just like when you put into your stomach, then all your body is nourished. So when you take something spiritual, then you grow spiritually. Understand? The first thing that happens is that you become happy and you give up all this sinful life. You're no more attracted to this Maya. There's all this contaminated things, sinful activities like meat eating, illicit sex, gambling, intoxication, all these things will just run away from your heart. You know, this is the test. You see you are getting spiritual strength, then you know that your prasadam is very, powerful. Krishna has accepted the food. And Krishna is very kind, It's not that he is over demanding and, he is very, uh,
Prabhu.
Characteristically, the Supreme Personality of Godhead does not take seriously an offense committed by a pure devotee. The Lord accepts whatever small service a devotee renders as being such a great service that he is prepared to give even himself, what to speak of other benediction. Understand? Krishna is very kind, He is always thinking about the welfare of the devotee. That's why if someone can go to him, oh, he's more than overjoyed, And this offering of service like this, it greatly pleases the Lord, Simple thing, just offering it to the Lord. Well, anyone can do that. So that is love. When someone offers, just like a child, if he saves the pocket money of the father and buys him maybe a tie, he may have so many ties, but this tie he will treasure. It's given by my son. That's love. So similarly, Krishna says, even a small leaf or some water or some whatever, offered in love, oh, that greatly pleases me. That's God. God is not very unreasonable. He is more than reasonable. He is very caring and loving person. That's why our duty is to try to please him by all means. And how to please him? Of course, calling his name is very important, chanting. But if you can offer him something, that is also more. It adds more. That's why for neophyte, deity worship is so important. So that we can become purified. It all adds up, you see. When you don't do properly, then Maya will give us unlimited headaches. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
How to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning? Put an alarm clock, no? Hello? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
You have an alarm clock?
I have, but not.
It doesn't work. Huh?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
So you move into the temple, for sure it will work.
Yes, Prabhu.
If you find you cannot wake up, then you have to go to some place where someone can wake you up. Yes?
Okay, Prabhu.
Where you stay? Near a temple?
Yes, Prabhu. No, Prabhu. I was talking about if I have to eat low, Prabhu. Eat low.
Or you eat less, huh? Yes?
I eat more, Prabhu.
Not necessary. If you sleep enough, then you will wake up. If you sleep late, then it's difficult for you to wake up early. Common sense, no? Yes?
Okay, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
So you try to sleep early and then you will wake up earlier. Or
Yes,
you
Prabhu.
still you cannot, then you ask someone to wake you up.
Yes, Prabhu.
I think where you staying?
Pondicherry, Prabhu.
Pondicherry.
Yeah, I
In
have
the
already associated.
in the
I'm a
temple.
devotee. Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Then I'm sure they can wake you up, no? Somebody there, correct?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Definitely.
You try to ask someone to wake you up, huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
How to start deity worship? First, you start with having pictures of Krishna, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Prabhupada, Narsimhadev, and you start doing basic things like offering some incense, some flowers, some light, dupa, deepa, all this you learn. Where you are from? What's your name, Prabhu?
My name is Radha.
Where you staying?
Currently in the UK.
Oh, you're in UK, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess you have to ask the devotees to teach you how to do this basic puja, no?
I don't live near any temples.
Huh?
I don't live near any temples.
You are what?
I don't live near any temples.
You don't have any temples.
I don't live near any temples.
I suggest that you put your name and number down, huh? And we will get some devotees to teach you how to do these things.
Okay, thank you.
You want to write your name and number down, then the responsible devotee will get in touch with you and teach you how to do this simple worship, no? And also teach you the mantras, how to offer food. These are simple things that you can learn, no? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Which part of England you are? In London itself?
No, in the south.
South?
It's like an hour and a half from London.
Oh, but not far away from London, no?
Not far, but it's quite expensive to go to London.
Okay, never mind. Huh? Do you put down your name and number, or you already written Radha Sharma? Huh? So, okay, we will entrust a devotee to contact you and help you with this.
Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, it's very simple, but they will teach you. If someone doesn't want to know about the philosophy and just want to focus on chanting 16 rounds and following the principles, well, if you chant and follow the 4 principles, definitely you also want to know the qualities, the name, form, pastime. See, it says in this verse, so you see here in this verse here, Ataha Sri Krishna Nama Adi. See this? So when a person starts chanting, because Krishna's name, and then he gets to know Krishna's name, how powerful it is. Then he gets to realize the form and the qualities of Krishna, all on the absolute platform. See? So Krishna Nama, the Lord Krishna's name for qualities and pastimes and so on. So the moment you chant, when you chant Krishna's name, all these things come to you, So Krishna also says here that if you don't want to, then here, oh my Lord, transcendental poets and experts in spiritual science could not fully express their in-depthness to you. Even if they are endowed with prolonged lifetime of Brahma, you appear in 2 features, externally as the Acharya and internally as the Super Soul, to deliver the embodied living being by directing him how to come to you. So, in other words, if you start chanting, then Krishna will help you as a super soul, and also he will try to help you by giving you a guru externally. So, you need a guru. Why? To guide you. So, the chanting will lead you to these things. Even if you don't want to get the knowledge, Krishna will give you the enlightenment. Yeah, that also it says in the Bhagavad Gita, you see. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding which by which they can come to me. Huh? So Krishna will also give the knowledge to show them special mercy. I, dwelling in their hearts, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. So a person who initially may not be so attracted, but by doing this, he will get the necessary inclination. Because knowledge is very essential. Without knowledge, faith cannot be strengthened, You understand? Faith is very, very important. Unless we get that, it is difficult. That's why Krishna says that you have to approach a guru. So this chanting will lead you to a guru, must. Otherwise, why you will not, doesn't justify all these statements, And if a person who is, say, know about a little bit about Krishna and all that, and he does not want to take up the process of hearing and chanting, man becomes strong and stout by eating sufficient grain. But the devotee who simply eats ordinary grain but does not taste the transcendental pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna gradually become weak and fall down from the transcendental position. However, if one drinks but a drop of the nectar of Krishna's pastime, his body and mind begin to bloom and he begins to laugh, sing and dance. Purport: all devotees connected with the Krishna conscious movement must read all the books that have been translated, the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita and others. Otherwise, after some time, they will simply eat, sleep and fall down from their position. Thus, they will miss the opportunity to attain an eternal blissful life of transcendental pleasure. So, if a devotee is just simply interested in chanting and, following the principle, says here, if he does not want to hear about the pastimes of the Lord, then they will simply eat, sleep, and fall down from their position. You understand? Hello? Who asked this
Yes,
question?
Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Who?
This is Pawan Garam. I asked the question.
Oh, Pavan. Where are you from?
I'm from Mumbai.
Ahmedabad.
No, Mumbai.
Bombay. Oh, okay, from Bombay. So you understand?
Yes. But actually, the person is only want to listen to pastime of Krishna and doesn't want to know about the philosophy of Krishna consciousness.
That is also good. By hearing about pastimes of Krishna, that also, will give him the purification. You understand?
Yes.
So unless he hear about Krishna, it's difficult for him to make progress, And chanting, if he hears the holy name, that is also very good, no? Non-different from Krishna? Yes?
Yes.
So the more he hears purely, then he will also develop the inclination to hear about Krishna.
Okay. Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
So as long as you encourage him, let him keep hearing and chanting, then you can also speak to him if you can, and then you can encourage him to read a book, that will be best. Yes?
Yes.
So everybody, they start the movement with a lot of ego, So many people have so many kind of ideas going on, see? So they need association to guide them to the right track. So we have to initially encourage them with, chanting, and then later on slowly we can introduce all these other things if the person is new. But if the person is old and he doesn't want to hear, then that's really not good sign, because
Yes.
then you think that, oh, I already know, I know everything, So when he gets into that kind of a platform, then it's dangerous. You understand?
Yes.
Then he will fall down. That's now we are reading. He will fall down. That's dangerous, Yes.
Yes.
So what else? What are the yogi? What are his future plans for spreading Krishna consciousness? Of course, our future plan is to spread length and breadth. So that depends how Krishna is giving us facilities. All depends on all of you, how much you also want to take it forward. Understand? If you come forward to help, then for sure we can go one more city, one more town, and then push on. No? Because knowledge very essential. It's the most important thing actually. Just like now you can see the plight of many Hindus, especially with this Kerala story. She said openly, I don't know, they are telling me so many things. I went to check with my parents and all so-called sadhus. Nobody could help me. I was confused. Then I became a victim of their so-called propaganda. But here, if you come here, then there's no doubt. You cannot have any doubts. They're not possible. Because just like Arjuna said, my doubts all are gone. I'm completely clear. Just by the Bhagavad Gita is completely clear. So the Hindus, they don't even read. They don't want to get knowledge, and there's nobody competent to also give, except for Prabhupada. He concentrated mostly on writing books. That was his main service. Because he knew these books, this knowledge will save the whole world. So how? It has to be delivered to everybody. If this woman and all, if they happen to get even one small book of Prabhupada, and that way they will be saved. Of course, now they have come back and all that, but on the onstart, they will not be put into this difficulty. Knowledge is very, very important, extremely important. So this is a missing link because most of the Hindus are very happy with just the puja. Puja is nice, we don't say no. But without substantial knowledge, then the person's faith will be shaken. You understand? Oh, you're worshipping the devil. You got so many gods. All these are fallacious theories. We don't have many, many gods. We have only one God. Understand? Of course, for those who are demon-like, then the ferocious form of Durga will be exhibited to you. But if you are a devotee, you understand. Just like Prahlad Maharaj saying, I am not fearing your ghastly form, Your ghastly form, I am not frightened. I am more frightened of your Maya. See how he is saying. So all these are knowledge, Unfortunately, they don't know who is God. They don't know who they are. They don't know what is this Maya. And they don't know what is time. And they don't know what is karma. So if you don't know anything, then how you will not be confused? Yes? Yes,
This is a fact.
you have. This is the most, Krishna spent the most valuable part of his descent to give knowledge. He gave knowledge to Arjuna, he gave knowledge to Uddhava. Yes?
Yes, bro.
So, Srila Prabhupada said every female should be married. How do you find a good devotee partner? I guess there are many matrimonial sites that you can register and devotee you can try to associate with somebody who you can team up with that is there. Right? Don't see any big problem. You just try to connect yourself, that's all. And also pass the word around, and somebody will be kind enough to introduce you to someone. The real, if you're a woman, yeah, you have to get married. That's important. That way you can become strong spiritually also. Yes?
Yes,
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhuji.
Hmm? Any
Hare
other?
Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm working night shift. So I have to like work till 3 o'clock in the morning. Then I sleep. So should I do chanting first? Then I can sleep after the chanting.
3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, I work till 3 o'clock in the morning.
So you can chant from 3 o'clock onwards.
And after chanting, then I can sleep. It won't be the offense.
After chanting, you can do whatever you want. But it's best not to sleep during the Brahma Muhurta time, That means 1.5 hours before sunrise. Best you don't sleep at that time. You can sleep after the sun has come up, then that's another thing.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
Hmm. Because sleeping during the Brahma Muhurta time is not recommended. Hmm?
Okay.
Yes? Any other questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hmm.
Please accept my humble obeisance. Although it's the Shiva Prabhupada. Prabhu, I want to ask about chocolate because we have seen many times in ISKCON Center, in temples they sell some like cookies, cakes with chocolate. And also I heard here in my country, some devotees, half of them, they take chocolate, the other half, they don't take chocolate. And those who are not taking chocolate, they say that it's your personal choice not to take, like they're preaching like this. But we know from Srila Prabhupada, we cannot take chocolate. So what about to offer to Krishna? So one of the devotees, she saying that she, I think she's not taking chocolate, but she's preparing some cookies or cakes with chocolate, and she's selling outside like many devotees are selling prasadam, but this, I don't know how can, this is not prasadam. She's selling for outside people to earn some money. So what happened in that case if you are not taking chocolate, but you're promoting, actually you're preparing chocolate for
What's your name?
Rukmini?
Oh, Rukmini. Okay. So you see, chocolate is an intoxicant.
Yes, of course, but they don't realize because ISKCON days they sell chocolate already.
Slowly, you see, the Ramanuja Sampradaya, now they all are drinking coffee and tea. They started off very seriously, not drinking all this stuff. Now down the line, 800-900 years, they all take coffee as it's okay. You understand? So when the principles are compromised, then this is what happens. You understand? If the spiritual master has clearly said no chocolate and you're eating chocolate, is that not defiance of the spiritual master's order?
Prabhu, they say they follow Prabhupada, but how you followed, you are still doing this.
Yeah, that means you're disobeying. If you disobey, then how are you going to get his mercy? Correct? There's so many things to eat. Without eating chocolate, you will die.
We know only that chocolate, for example, in our temples, we use carob. Carob is the,
So carob is a substitute. Why don't you use carob?
because this ladies, I mean, she's devoted. She's saying that the outside people, they cannot without chocolate. So I don't know what to say.
Why
I mean,
you doing your spiritual life for outside people? Correct. You're supposed to preach to them, no? Not that you try to accommodate them. Yes? Our whole idea is to teach them, how to come to the right path, and you yourself are encouraging them. Then how? Yes? Yes or not? Correct. So if they say, no, we also must have some eggs and so you will make some eggs also? What do you say?
That's going to be a no.
What? You will also encourage eggs?
Nope.
this is too much already, because they already so many deviation they're doing, and now of course in Vrindavan and Mayapur we've seen, because I don't know what is this idea chocolate mix.
If someone is ignorant and addicted to the path of samsara, how can one who is actually learned, merciful and advanced in spiritual knowledge engage him in fruitive activities and thus further entangle him in material existence? If a blind man is walking down the wrong path, how can a gentleman allow him to continue on this way to this danger? How can he approve this method? No wise man or kind man can allow this. Yes? So that's all the pleasure for the tongue, no? At least we should try to avoid this thing, completely, because it's not sanctioned at all. Yes? Yes or not? So you try. If you can teach him, that's good. If he doesn't listen, then what can you do?
I heard only half of them they take chocolate, the other half of devotees they don't take chocolate. I don't understand how, but in general they're saying that chocolate is not allowed to eat, and not allowed, of course, strictly prohibited to offer to Krishna. But then
there's a letter also. Prabhupada said chocolates are not allowed, no? So we just follow the Guru and we do. If the other half want to break their thing, then that's your choice, no? Yes? Correct? We don't want to follow all these people who do the wrong thing, no? Correct? Yes?
But this they are so, sometimes it's so difficult to preach them. They have their own concept. Although they say here that in this ISKCON they are following Prabhupada. They say like this, and even on the altar they put a picture of Prabhupada. There is no other guru. Only Prabhupada is there, like our Guru Parampara. But at the same time.
But they are teaching about living Guru. Although they put the picture of Prabhupada there, but they are also teaching about living Guru, which is bogus. And they don't accept Prabhupada's Ritik system of initiation. So they are doing many things completely. I put the picture of Prabhupada there and not follow his direction, then what's the use? Correct? Yes. So you should teach them. Why you in Bulgaria now?
Yes, Prabhu.
You go and preach to them and tell them you're bogus.
But Prabhu, is it okay to visit once their temple? Is it okay?
They will beat you up, I think, huh?
Yeah, Prabhu. Actually, no. I think the president is okay. He follows strictly everything, but the other devotees, I don't know what they're doing. I mean,
Just preach to who you can, Try to give them.
we try to.
Try to give them the IA-77 book, possible.
See, Prabhu, how? Because once we tried, but they didn't want to accept Ritvik.
Yeah,
You see.
because they will not accept because they're trained to think that Ritvik is bogus. No.
Yes.
Yes. So those who want to, those who are simple, who will listen, you try. No harm in trying. Correct.
Mm.
So if they are serious, Krishna will send them to you. If they don't want to be serious, then what can you do? Yes. Understand? Even here also, that day, yesterday, one devotee who was working on the cruise ship is from Ukraine, So he is a young Ukrainian, 25 years old. He's chanting for 4 years. And he came here and we explained to him. He was so happy to hear that he can go to Prabhupada. So they are people. Then just now starting this class, there's one Mataji who came from America. She's happened to be from Philadelphia and she was asking this question about living guru. And then I explained a little bit. That's why I was a little delayed in the class. And then she took the IA-77 book. Said, no, this book I want to read. See? So there are devotees who will listen also. You understand? It is not that many people are confused because they see the ISKCON is going in the wrong way. Not you don't need to have a very big intelligence to see that. Anyone can see that. So if they're sincere, do they have a solution? I don't think so.
There are devotees from ISKCON who are joining even our movement, I think. Some devotees from ISKCON.
Yeah.
Even from came some, I think, Pondicherry, some devotees are there.
Devotees who are serious, Krishna will direct them. Understand?
Yes.
But we devotees of ISKCON should preach. We should not be quiet and say chocolate is okay, living guru is okay, whatever you do is okay. That means you are not doing justice, correct? Yes or not? So we should speak and explain this to others so that they can.
Prabhu, this I heard from my mother. I just heard now this information. So if I meet this Mataji, definitely I will.
Yes,
She has power.
since you are there, you should help them. How much you can help, you help. If those don't want to listen, then you leave them alone. Correct? Yes or not? Our ISKM, so many people are against us, and so many people, call us demons and this and that. But does it mean that we should stop doing what we want to do? Yes? No, we cannot. Our duty is to carry out the instruction of our spiritual master. And Krishna become very pleased when one spread this message. Yes? What else should we not eat, including vinegar, chocolate, meat, eggs? I think mushroom is also not allowed. Coffee, tea, mushrooms, all these things we don't take.
Even soya sauce, right, Prabhu?
Soya sauce, because it's coming from soya bean, which is protein, which is even higher than meat. So we don't eat, like for example, we don't take this Mysore dal, that red.
Mustard. Okay.
Because that dal has got a lot of protein So very high protein food we avoid, you know.
So do we not eat any beans?
No, soya bean we don't eat. We can take moong dal, we can take all the other dal, you know. And
Okay.
urad dal we don't take during Chaturmas, last month. That's all. Other than that, except for the soya bean, you are allowed to take anything, you know. No
So
restriction.
Prabhu, tofu and soybean drink, what about that thing?
Best to avoid, you know. Best to avoid because it's still soya product, no?
And why shouldn't we eat mushroom?
Mushroom, because it's not a vegetable, it's a fungus which is growing from a rotten, you know, areas, decaying
Okay.
materials. You know, it is not something you can offer to Krishna. Samhita said that you cannot offer this to Krishna. So therefore, we don't eat mushrooms.
Okay.
And
Prabhuji.
Prabhu, one more question. If we offer only vegan food to Krishna, is it okay? Like a salad, some boiled vegetables, only like this? Is it okay in the house?
As long as you offer all these things that is allowed to be offered, then you have no problem offering them. But if you offer all these other things is not allowed, then that is not good, no? Yes.
Definitely, we cannot offer something which is not allowed. I'm just asking
So
because
you can also eat chicken if they are grown in the factory, right? If you say all the things are coming from factories, the chicken also is coming from factory, no? Why don't you offer that? Huh? Hello?
we cannot offer this, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Why don't you offer the egg? The chicken is producing egg in the factory. Can you do that?
No,
Cannot
Prabhu.
offer
Huh?
info.
Yeah, you cannot do these things. Even they are so-called cultivated in a clean environment. The product itself is dirty, just like alcohol coming from a pot. How much you clean the pot also, it will still be, the whole alcohol will be contaminating the pot. You understand? Huh? You cannot wash coal to make it white, you know. Can you do that? Huh? So even if you grow them, you know, so-called in a hygienic environment, the product itself is contaminating. You understand that? Hello?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
So all these
Prabhu,
mushrooms and all, we cannot eat them.
so Prabhu, you said soy has high protein, but even paneer has even higher, Prabhu. Like tofu has less than paneer. So,
No, that's not
but
true.
we
No, that's
not
not
true, Prabhu.
No. Soya has the highest, more than anything else, more than even meat. That's scientific. That's why we don't.
Actually, Prabhu, I'm looking at a chart and it says paneer 25 grams has 17.3. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, paneer has 25 grams of protein and tofu has 17.3 grams. That's what it says. But
You know who is compiling this chart? Maybe to sell his
this
you know.
this is from
Krishna,
yeah. We never know,
Krishna is
Prabhu.
asked
Yeah.
us to take paneer, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So why we have to listen to this chart? Who you want to listen to? To the chart or to Krishna? Hello?
Yes, Prabhu.
And in the Vedic cooking, I don't think they cook soya at all, you know.
Yeah, soya is a new product actually. I mean,
Soya is never in the Vedic diet, you know.
yes, Prabhu. Actually, traditionally, Prabhu, they never ate soy. They ate fermented soy.
So why we have to
Yeah,
eat? Tell me.
Prabhu.
Tell me why. Yes?
Prabhuji,
Prabhu, if
they
I'm not
say
wrong, Prabhu, if I'm not wrong, I remember in Singapore, many of them who want to take vegetarian food, they substitute the soya meat. as a meat product.
Well, we don't encourage it.
Because Prabhu, it's a source of protein. Many people they think like this soy, but I know it's not good. We cannot offer to Krishna, and it's not good to eat big one.
I don't think the elephants and all these strong animals are eating soya, They are more stronger
Prabhuji,
than just because you don't take soya, you're going to fall down and not grow or something. Huh? Yes, we are more concerned on pleasing Krishna than anything else. Either we want to please our tongue or we want to please Krishna. What's your choice? Why we are doing all this tapasya? Because unless we do this tapasya, it's very difficult to come to the mode of goodness and pure goodness. And unless you come to this pure goodness, you cannot get Krishna. Yes. So why
yes,
we
Prabhuji.
want to worry about all these other things? We will not die if we don't eat this stuff. Correct? Is it a death and dying situation? Huh? Hello? Hello? Tell me? Huh? Correct.
Yes, Prabhuji.
We have to see what Krishna wants, we'll eat. If Krishna doesn't want, forget it. I'm not going to take it. Yes?
But Prabhuji, what about the dairy that comes from like the factory farms where the cows aren't treated properly?
Anyway, if you offer the milk of the cow, it is not treated properly to Krishna, you are engaging the cow in Krishna's service. At least he's going to get purified. Yes? Yes or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
That's the matter. Something that can be connected to Krishna, that soul gets saved. Yes? Huh?
Yes, Prabhuji.
If the cow is not treated properly, we cannot drink this milk. Of course, you cannot drink the milk of a cow is mistreated, but you can save the cow by offering the milk to Krishna. Then what's wrong with that? This vegan thing is a nonsense, complete nonsense, because they think of their belly and their tongues. But if you are serious, you want to help others, and that's Vaishnava. Vaishnava means he wants to see others happy. The plant, the trees, the flower, the fish, everybody. He's not only thinking about himself. And how you can be happy unless you're connected to Krishna? Correct? Hello?
Yes, Prabhuji.
And you shouldn't connect the plant, the trees and all to Krishna? You shouldn't do it? The cow? Huh? Tell me. You mean to say the cow will know how to give his milk and chant the mantra and offer to you to give for you to eat? Huh? Tell me. The devotees are very important people in the whole world, the most important. Why? Because they offer everything to Krishna, which rightly belong to Krishna. And by offering to Krishna, the soul gets purified. Hello?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Huh? So you think that you shouldn't do it? Huh? Hello?
I do have one question, Prabhu.
Yeah.
It seems like here in America, the demoniac has put fish oil in our milk to advertise the propaganda of vitamin D3, or they're putting like fish oil in our milk.
So you have to keep your own cows.
I'm thinking that'd be the best.
Or you go to the farm and buy the milk and then you freeze it and then you drink that. That's what we used to do when I was in America. We went to the farm, we bought all the milk and then we freeze it in our fridge and we use whenever we can use, We never buy from the supermarket or whatever it is. Because it's going to be challenges because you are staying far away from a farm and all that, then there's going to be a problem. So you still can find some brand which may not have this stuff, no?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Try. Otherwise, you have to keep a cow and no other choice, no? Yes?
I wouldn't mind. I like keeping a cow. I went to New Bern. I was milking cows over there. It was very nice. I do have one more question. I noticed in the Tosi Pranam, the original translation, it says Vrindayo Tusadevior Priyari Kesavashicha Krishna Bhakti Priya Devi Sachavati Namo Namaha. In the Ishkan songbook, it has Vishnu, but instead of Krishna, I will have Krishna Pisabu Krishna. I mean, like Vrindayo Tusadevi or Priyaya Kesavasicha Vishnu Bhakti Priya Devi Sachavate Namo Namaha. So is there like a difference in the effect of chanting that pranam mantra to Tosi when they change from Krishna to Vishnu?
Actually, the original one is Vishnu Bhakti.
Vishnu Bhakti. Oh.
So some people prefer the name of Krishna, so they changed it.
Oh, okay.
So better to use the original version where it says Vishnu Bhakti.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
Because when you say Vishnu Bhakti, Krishna is also there. You mean to say Krishna is not there?
Krishna is there. I was just thinking we'll have like some sort of
you cannot change the mantras, that you should not do.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, Hare Krishna Prabhu, I am living in the house relatives here. I have to take food that whatever they are preparing, but they know I am following ISKCON. So they are preparing food without onion and garlic, but it's not offered. Whatever they are preparing food in vessels, sometimes they cook meat also. So can I offer food to Krishna? No. You cannot offer the food, neither you can take that food also. Because if it's contaminated, then your consciousness will become polluted. So the best thing you can do is either you cook for yourself, or if you possible, if you got a temple nearby, then go there and eat. Because eating contaminated food will, as I already explained in the beginning of the class, your mind will become disturbed. Right?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
I feel, one moment, let me finish this. I feel like to come out of this situation, I need to get some job so that I can get some financial freedom, so that I can live independently and prepare food and offer it to the Lord. Is this correct thinking? Yes, this is very correct. I'm living in Bangalore, Prabhu. Yeah, you try to go. There's one devotee down there. I think you do leave your name and number. And maybe the devotees here who are in Bangalore can assist you if you are close to them. And that will be the best arrangement for you. It's best that you don't stay with them, you come out, that'll be better for you. Yes? Hello? No, groundnuts you can take. Groundnuts is not forbidden. Fruits and nuts help to come to the goodness of control. Yes, fruits and nuts will bring you to the mode of goodness. Hari Bol, oh Prabhu. Okay, Prabhu. You can leave your number and Shivanand, you from Bangalore. So the devotees who are in this session, they can forward it to the responsible person to keep in touch with you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So I guess anybody else got any other questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, this is Amit from Chicago. Danvas Pranam Prabhuji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and all glories to you. Prabhuji, we were reading this book, Teachings of Lord Chaitanya, in chapter 23. Why study the Vedanta Sutra? There is it's not a verse, but in the purport from Suta Goswami, it says that, this is regarding Srimad Bhagavatam, whoever makes a gift of this great work on a full moon day attains to the highest perfection of life and goes back to Godhead. So I wanted to know the significance.
So this verse is spoken in the Bhagavatam.
Yeah, it's in Bhagavatam also. Yeah.
It's in the 12th canto, 12th chapter. So this is to show you how important the Bhagavatam is. You understand?
Right.
So it's so important that if you offer this book on this day to someone, it guarantees you a place in the spiritual world. So this shows how this Bhagavatam is very, very dear to the Lord.
Right.
You understand? Yeah.
But Prabhuji, I just wanted to know that this is not the shortcut, right? Say, suppose in the Bhadra Purnima, right? That's the verse says that on the Bhadra Purnima, on the full moon day, if you just, place Srimad Bhagavatam on the golden throne and give it as a gift, the person will attain the supreme destination. But say, for example, any, rich person can, just give the gift. So I wanted to know, unless there is a mercy from Krishna or the Guru, they will not enlighten that soul to, give the Bhagavatam as a gift, or even, bring that Srimad Bhagavatam in their home. So does it, it's mercy required from Krishna and Guru side?
To understand this importance, you must be a devotee, You understand?
Okay. Yeah.
The devotee, you just give. I mean, our Prabhupada said, distribute these books. So we distribute, and many times the books are very effective, Somebody, somewhere, some places, after a long time, they read the book again. Their whole life changes,
Yeah.
So that instruction of Prabhupada, I mean, whether you put on a golden throne or not throne, you just simply give. As it says, even a person reads one line, half a line. By studying this, they get purification.
Right, Prabhu. Yeah.
So our duty is to follow the instruction of spiritual master to distribute these books,
Okay.
You understand? We are not so much concerned about the person is on this day, we get the book, he goes back or what. Our concern is that the person read the book, and get the knowledge.
Okay.
You understand? Our main thing is to educate people on the science of Krishna consciousness. And
right.
They will become purified. And then they will become devotees. And when they become devotees, they will make more devotees. Correct?
Right.
So that is important, because just getting liberated, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we are chanting in the morning, Na danam, na janam, na sundarim kavitam vajagadesa gamai mama janmani janmaniswari bhavatak bhakti hai tu kitui. I don't want
right.
I don't want women, I don't want any followers. What do I want? I want to be your devotee birth after birth after birth. You understand?
Right, Prabhu. Yes. Yeah.
The understanding rather than just seeing the shortcut, as you say, give this and somebody go home back to God. What assurance if Krishna don't take him back?
Yeah.
So all this is in the hands of Krishna. But if you give him Krishna, then yes. Because this giving the book is on this point that he will read that, Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the idea of giving a book, because the book, the only thing you can do with the book is read it, no? Correct?
Yeah.
Not only that, if this Bhagavatam, if you keep in your house, it is also very, very powerful, because it's keeping Krishna non-different. Krishna's name, form, pastime, everything is on the transcendental level, No difference. Even by touching, Prabhupada says, if they touch this book also, they will get purified. It's so powerful. So we should try to distribute this book as much as we can,
Yeah, right, Prabhuji, right.
whether Ekadasi day or non-Ekadasi day or whatever month, you just distribute these books to anybody and everybody. You will never know who is going to read it and they are going to change their lives. Prabhupada, you see how he stressed distribution? Because of book distribution, you are devotee, I am devotee, so many people are devotees, no?
Yeah, right, Prabhuji, yeah.
So that's why Prabhupada said, you please try to distribute my books. Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji, yes. But the what I have seen, again, going back to the ISKCON temple, like they have a big book stall, right? Especially on the Janmashtami days and, Radhashtami. And they say they print big posters about this Bhadra Purnima. And then, I mean, in one way, they are doing good, like they are distributing books, but they highlight this thing, a lot, that you will attain the supreme destination. You will go back to home, back to Godhead.
For
So any
newcomers,
non-devotees, if comes,
but
right?
for newcomers, something like this kind of and teach them, you understand?
Yeah.
Because everybody is trained to wanting some material benefit, no? Correct?
Right.
That's the idea and teach them to at least take the book and read or something,
You
understand?
Right. That's the benefit. Yes. Agreed.
So then if you do it, you also get benefit because Bhagavatam is Bhagavatam, no? Correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So you try to encourage them like that. But once you become a devotee, then you become more purified, no? You understand? Huh?
Right, Prabhuji. Yes.
So initially a person is coming with so many material desires and so many things, no? So by and by, as he take up the process, his heart gets purified. Just like Dhruva Maharaj, he came to get a kingdom higher than Lord Brahma. Huh? That when he saw the Lord, he said, no, I don't want anything. I'm fully satisfied. Huh? Yes?
Yeah, yes, Prabhu, yeah.
So initially you have to put some bait, no? And when the person takes the bait, then by taking up the process, he gradually comes to the point that he doesn't want nothing.
Correct. Right, Prabhuji, yes.
So we have to think in that line, that the whole idea is to encourage them to become Krishna.
Right, Prabhuji.
So everyone is coming for I'm going to go back to Godhead if I just get this book. Oh, very good. So you will keep the book. And then one day you want to find out what's inside this book. Then you will read.
At least they will start reading. Yes.
But you say, you want to read one line, half a line.
Yeah.
Life changes. You understand?
True, Prabhuji. Yes, true. Yeah.
So you should see the rationale behind this, that somehow or other he will get connected to Krishna. If he hears Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then how is it so that Krishna is the Supreme? And you want to find out more? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Prabhu, for me, Brahma Murtam starts at 2 a.m. Is it a good idea to wake up at this time, chant some rounds, and then continue taking rest so that Brahma Murtam time won't be wasted? Yeah, it's a good idea. If you can do at 2 a.m., yeah, why not? But if you can wake up close to that also, at least you take advantage of the time. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu, thank you.
Aren't you in one group chat? Oh, this. Prabhu, aren't you in one group, I don't know what is this, huh?
Forgive me, Prabhu. I was asking Shivananda Prabhu. Sorry about that.
All right. Any last questions before we take transcendental leave from your good association?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Actually, I want to ask something that one guru is preaching that if you connect everything to Krishna, like if your mother is taking care of you, it means Krishna is taking care of you. If someone is helping you, this means Krishna is helping you. If the doctor is They're giving a medicine. It means Krishna is giving a medicine. This kind of philosophy they are preaching now. Uh, is it correct or?
You see, you must understand this, that there are three modes of material nature, and the modes of material nature are acting on you if you are not Krishna conscious. You understand? So the idea is that you have to take shelter of Krishna through the help of a devotee. You understand? You cannot take help of Krishna through a non-devotee. That's not possible. You understand this?
Little bit.
You have to go through a devotee, especially a guru, to know how to go to Krishna. You follow?
Yeah.
So there are some rules and regulations that the guru will prescribe. And accordingly, in that way, you will progress yourself to Krishna. You cannot become a sentimentalist and try to sentimentally think that no, you're giving me this, is Krishna is actually giving. This is very nice, theory, but not practical, You understand? Otherwise, you'll become sentimental and you will misunderstand the whole process. You understand? Oh, someone knocked the door. I think it was Krishna, Krishna was waking me up. Huh? Hello? You can start thinking in so many ways like this, and it's quite dangerous. You follow?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes. And they are also saying that in one hand you keep mala and in other hand you keep degree.
You take what?
Degree. In one hand you take jap mala and other hand you keep degree, certificate.
Oh. So what, Krishna is giving you degree also? Hmm?
Yeah.
Without the help of a guru, you cannot understand what is spiritual, what is material, and all that. You understand?
Yeah. So they are following the disciple succession of Pitana Swami.
This is nonsense. You cannot go to Krishna without the help of a guru. And if you are thinking like this and thinking like that, our mind is our greatest enemy. Is it not? Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, your mind is the best friend or the greatest enemy. You can only the best friend if you can engage your mind in the service of Guru and Krishna. Otherwise, the mind will tell so many crazy things. Yes? Yes or not?
Yes.
Dangerous. Finally, the mind will say, no, you and Krishna are the same. You are God, you're also God. Can you say like that?
No.
That is a danger, very dangerous. That's why we have to be very carefully guided by a proper spiritual master. Otherwise, our mind will create havoc.
Yes. You don't search for Krishna, you understand Krishna everywhere. Like they are telling this.
We cannot try to imitate the behavior of a pure devotee. It's dangerous. We are on the third class level and we try to think that we are in the first class, seeing Krishna everywhere and dancing with Krishna. This is going to be dangerous. You understand?
Yes.
Until we come to the platform, then that's another thing. To become a first class devotee is not something that happens overnight, no?
Yeah.
Listen, you don't even have initiation, you don't have connection with Guru and all, then how you can get to Krishna?
Not possible.
Cannot. Not possible. Understand?
Yeah.
So don't fall for all this crazy philosophy,
Yes.
If someone gives you poison and you say, Krishna is also giving me poison, can you say that?
No.
Hmm?
No.
Stupidity, you know? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, so don't get into all this kind of nonsense. Prabhu, what is this? What is this? ऐसा कौन होते हैं कि फिर what is this in Hindi, you know? Oh, can you translate that to me? What's he saying? I don't understand this.
Bhagaram Prabhu, can you translate?
I can speak Hindi, so I'll try. ऐसा कौन होता है कि faith होने के बाद he's asking like what type of faith is there that afterwards you get realization? Like what type of Shraddha, what type of faith?
I don't understand. What's the question?
No, Prabhu, he is asking when we get the faith on God, no, Prabhu. After that faith, only the realization will come. Why it is happening? Why don't the realization will come first? He has.
You see, when you eat food, correct? So you get satisfaction, your hunger is gone, you get strength, correct? Yes or no? Doesn't mean eat the food, the satisfaction comes first. After some what strength, it all works simultaneously, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So as your faith grows, then everything also automatically is happening. But the main important thing is faith, you know. Without faith, then nothing can work. Adav Shraddha, first thing is faith. Understand? And faith will come by associating with those who have faith. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
You understand? So faith is the foundation so that you can get the strength to carry on doing other things step by step. Faith in sitting and listening to the talk here, then it's worthless. Even I show you so many evidence also, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you have faith. Oh, he's trying to tell me something good. He's showing me the scriptures. I think I will improve. So that's beginning of faith, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Difference between us and the others. Others are all going on blind faith. Ours is not blind faith. It's based on Sadhu Shastra Guru.
Yes, Prabhu.
You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
So unless you have faith, now realization will come. If you say this is bogus, then realization come. Huh? No.
Yes, Prabhu.
If you say, yeah, this makes sense, yes, then you convince, then yes, the next step. Understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
Doesn't make sense that you get realization first, and then of course, when your realization come, your faith increases.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes or no?
Yes, Prabhu.
So it is working on, and as your faith strengthens more and more and more, and you get more and more faith, then all your things will go away from your heart.
Yes, Prabhu.
You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
It is not that you have to get this first or that first, but the faith is main thing why we are going to Krishna. Seeing Krishna, you don't know who is Krishna. So many things you don't know. You are hearing.
Yes,
Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
That's why you go to a pure devotee. He gives you that faith, no? See here?
Yes, Prabhu.
See. Satam prasangam mamavid sambido bhavan dirkarno rashayana kataham tajat So Apavagavatmani Shraddha is faith. Vibhakti Anukramishyati. We'll see how this goes. In the association of pure devotee, discussion of the pastimes and activities of Supreme Personality of God is very pleasing and satisfying to the ear and the heart. By cultivating such knowledge, one gradually becomes advanced on the path of liberation, and therefore their complete and imperfection become fixed. Then real devotional service begins.
Yes, yes.
This is the process. It says here that firm faith, that attraction, this goes one after the other. And this can only take place by hearing, associating with pure devotees. You understand? The thing that is stopping us from moving forward is the contamination of the material world.
Yes, Prabhu.
So to remove that contamination, we need purification.
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
The only way to get purified is by associating pure devotees.
Yes, Prabhu. It is.
There's no other way. You cannot purify yourself with one method. That's not going to work. You need another person, the spiritual master. That's why he gives initiation. Why he gives initiation? By initiation, he's taking away all your sinful activities.
Yes, Prabhu.
Because of these impurities in our heart, we cannot make progress.
Yes, Prabhu.
Understand?
Yes.
It is a scientific process, and faith plays a big role. You understand?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Why I say Adao, the beginning stage. The beginning stage is that one must have faith. This is the beginning stage, you see. Adao, Shraddha. Beginning, Shraddha means faith.
Yes, Prabhu.
In the beginning, there must be faith. You see that here? Hello.
Yes, 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 Prabhu.
Then one become interested in associating pure devotees. No, let me go and hear the sadhus. That's it. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Ah.
Yes, Prabhu.
And who gives you that preliminary faith? Who? I'm sitting in the heart. I give the knowledge of
Yes, Prabhu.
intelligence at the forgetfulness.
Yes, Prabhu.
But detect this person is interested in looking for me. Any
Yes, Prabhu.
you follow?
Yes, Prabhu.
All right. So
Yes.
wavering faith. Associate with the devotees. We have to surrender to the Guru, then we have wavering faith.
Yes, Prabhu.
Without Guru, you cannot get this faith strengthened. No?
Yes, Prabhu.
Right. So we stop here.
So Prabhu, if a neophyte devotee who is also just testing the process, but he is not having a complete faith in like our movement, then how to preach them?
So we have to clear their doubts. Why they are not having faith in our movement? There must be some doubts, no? Right?
Just their logic. They are giving logic that why we should follow Prabhupada instead of we are having like too much gurus also.
We say no, you can follow any guru, provided that he can help you give up sinful life. Yes?
Yes,
You ask him, are you following this four principle? Meditating, illicit sex, gambling, intoxication? So if any guru can you uplift you from those four sinful activities, then yeah, you got right to follow him. Another thing is that you must follow a guru who is coming down from an authorized parampara.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes. So you should talk to him like this. Yeah, there's so many gurus, but there's so
Yes,
many
Prabhu.
facts also, no? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu. And sometimes we give the this logic that your guru is not authorized or bona fide. Then they repeat that you created only this bona fide system. There is no system.
So you should tell him the Shastra that this parampara is not created by us. Understand?
Yes.
The Padma Puranam it says that there are four sampradayas. No evidence. There's so many evidence in our books, no? There are four authorized sampradaya. The Brahma Sampradaya, the Shiva Sampradaya, the Kurma Sampradaya, and the Lakshmi Sampradaya. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Acharyas in this Sampradaya, their names are also listed, correct?
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhu, I have one doubt also that one sampradaya from I think Vrindavana, they are following Radha Rani. Can you please tell about them something?
I don't know which Sampradaya is that, no? If you follow any Sampradaya, these are the four authorized
Radha
Sampradaya.
Vallabh, Sri Hari Hitvansh, I think.
I don't know the Sampradaya. There's only four Sampradaya.
Their leading guru is named Premanand Maharaj.
I don't know this because so far as I've studied, there are only four authorized Sampradaya: Brahma Sampradaya, Kumara Sampradaya, Lakshmi Sampradaya, and Shiva Sampradaya. So you're telling a Radharani Sampradaya, I don't know. You have to prove to me and show me how this is a Sampradaya. Correct?
Yes, through a large quantity of youth and
Someone will also say, I'm following Anuman, I'm following Anuman Sampradaya. Anybody can say anything, no? Correct?
Yes, brother.
That is the big thing about Hinduism. Anything goes, you know. Yatam mat, tatam pat. Anything is okay. Huh?
Yes, yes, brother.
So we want to see whether you follow the proper sampradaya and you are giving up sinful life. That's the test. Palena pachyate. If the fruit is good, then the tree is good. If the fruit is bad, then how the tree is good. Right?
Yes, brother. Yes.
So he says Radharani Sampradaya and then he's hiding and smoking ganja. That's okay?
Yes, brother.
Hello?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. Understand?
Yes,
You
Prabhu.
test the tree by the fruits now. How much the guy is, and if you connect, then are you becoming purified? That's another test.
Yes, Prabhu.
I mean, so many of Indians, they have so many things going on. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu. Actually, they are following very strictly the some of rules and just they are waking up like before Brahma Murta and they are all doing good sadhana, but not authorized there.
So better you follow somebody who's very authorized, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Huh? As
Yes,
we
Prabhu.
can see in the standard of Prabhupada, he's already proved himself that he is very authorized. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Why we want to go and follow all these other people?
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
If they claim to be authorized, let us see how authorized they are.
Yes, Prabhu.
So see, you can always ask questions to prove they can prove their point, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
In my experience, many of them cannot even explain the basic things, you know.
Yes, Prabhu.
Huh?
Yes, Prabhu. They can't.
No knowledge. What kind of sampradaya is that?
because no one is reading actually, Prabhu. Only hearing or something, some videos only.
That's why our whole system, Prabhupada has given us these books, no? Anything like here in this class, anything you ask me, I try to show you the verses, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
They can also prove like that. They are very authorized, then we have no qualms. You can go ahead, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So better to be safe with Prabhupada than anything else, That's my recommendation.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Huh?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
Okay, I will stop here then. I thank all of you for a wonderful time with me. I'm asking forgiveness if I offended anybody. All glories to all of you. See you again next Friday. Until then, that Mataji who have come from America, someone can connect her up. Huh? Will be very nice. Huh? So thank you. I think Priti Goranga, you can take her number down or something. Huh? Are you there?
Hey Krishna, thank you, Prabhuji, for the class. It was very nice.
Hare Krishna. All glories to all of you. Hare Krishna. All glories to Prabhupada.
All glories to you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Jai Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam.